Good LB. Let the drama begin. How do I bounce back after the five? Oh. Start from scratch. It's the sad truth, but I would say that's your best bet, unfortunately. Unfortunately, brother, you just have to. The number one most important thing is to not let it affect your trading, right? Don't go ahead and start full porting Lucid Pro. No, I go Lucid Flex. Lucid Flex. I would definitely recommend Lucid Flex. I think that might be the best option right now. My go-to, at least. Narrative or bias today? Yeah, we're bullish, I think. If we can stay above this red line, if we can show that London low, wait, that's not London low, London low. If we show that London low is protected, then I'll be looking for longs towards pre-market highs and potentially 4-hour gap above us. Yeah, like maybe there, the equal highs. That's the target. That's an alpha moving trade debate, not trade debate removed alpha, so other way around. Thoughts on not being paid out? I wouldn't have done that. In my personal opinion, they should have paid if they wanted to keep the firm running long term. I think it's better to just bite the bullet, pay them out, and then try to start from scratch. Um, as opposed to just do what they did and then try to restart, which is what they're trying to do essentially. Like I think someone in my Discord said it best. Right? It's easier to replace revenue than trust. No, Rick. Elton Alpha situation. They've ruined. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to rebuild. Not paying out stupid. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that personally, but I also didn't know the financial situation. So bias. We're gonna be looking for longs. What's good, FP? Got a lock in here. Let me after the slippage. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I only lost 5%, so it's like 3 wins. Could be even 1 win if I'm trading well. So just gotta make sure it doesn't affect my trading in the future. I'm not even gonna journal the loss because I want to get the most accurate results possible. I think that's an outlier, and I don't think my journal should be penalized for something that's out of my control. So mentally, out of like it's not even in my mind. It's not even in my mind mentally. So coming into the day with a daily plan, we're coming into the day bullish. No news Monday. Dollar index very neutral. Indices NQ inside daily BISI. ES failed to take USA low S&T. So could show sign of the game plan. Two scenarios. Scenario one, ES runs to previous day low and breaks S&T. Scenario two is S&T holds, which you return to and intraday highs. That's the game plan, boys. Let me complete my journal annotation here. and then we get started. It's Monday. We have a lot of news coming up. Today we're gonna risk, guys, maximum 1%. I wouldn't risk more than 1% today. Today might even be a no trade day, just being honest with you guys. How was Asia for you? Yeah, actually, took 3 wins in Asia. I traded 3 different trades on 3 different accounts. All of them were winners. Makes me skeptical of future apart from the things a lot of people. I agree. Like Alpha Premium was made because Lucid Flex is so good. And honestly, I've always been skeptical about Lucid Flex. Like, it doesn't seem like they're not slowing anything down or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Juice. It makes me skeptical about Lucid Flex. Like, because Lucid Flex is like almost too good to be true. It almost seems too good to be true. And you know what? I've actually talked with other firms, and they said the exact same thing. They were like, "How? Like, why can they not replicate that? They can't." I don't know what's going on. Maybe I don't know. It's Lucid. Like, I haven't really been trading with them for that long, so I don't know. Makes me skeptical. Yeah, I think the best thing you can do is diversify. You know, you just gotta get your payouts, make your money, and see how it goes. Right? You can't expect too much from prop firms. You just gotta make as much as you can. Right? Like, you guys know what I always tell my girl. I always tell my girl, like, anything you make from a prop firm is just bonus. It's bonus. Like, they could all disappear tomorrow, and you need to have a plan in case they do. And to be honest, I don't really have a plan right now. I'm hoping they can at least stay around for 2 more years, 1 or 2 more years. Exactly. Yeah, they have a lot to sort out. I do know they plan to rebuild, but my background color for the charts. There you go, brother. Anyways, we're gonna have some accounts that we need to pass. So we got business to take care of. I got some Tradeify accounts. They'll be replacing my Alpha Futures premium accounts. Haven't traded Tradeify in like, oh man, you guys don't even know what Tradeify used to be. Why was unprofitable? Why was premium unprofitable? I think it was unprofitable because, do you want me to be honest? They just the accounts were too cheap and the payouts were too easy, man. The payouts were too easy. Guys, you guys don't even know about Tradeify, man. You guys have no idea what Tradeify has been to. Guys, when Tradeify first opened, this was like 2 or 3 years, 4 years, I don't know, a long time ago. I remember when Tradeify launched. They had 35% consistency, buffer required of like 3K or something, and intraday drawdown. It was literally like the worst version of Apex back then. That was Tradeify when they first launched. And I was like, no way, absolutely not. But now Tradeify upgraded, bro. They really did upgrade. And I need to figure out how to access my accounts. And that's when I traded them last. Like, I've never gotten a Tradeify. Oh, there's my account. I've never gotten a Tradeify plan before, but only the old Tradeify. So hopefully, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone really complain about them. So hopefully they'll pay me if I get paid when we get paid. But first up is we need to pass some accounts. So what's the best firm now? I probably trust Lucid. Lucid, I would be so surprised if Lucid wasn't profitable because they just consistently been paying out people. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't understand how, but I'm using Lucid, Tradeify, and Topstep. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm putting my money. They do have 50% off, Ang, so it probably won't ever get cheaper than this. I'll be honest. What's good, Nasdaq? Why Top Step? Top Step is always reliable. Why do you not use? They'd probably be my next option after Tradeify. Up the cap. On what? Do you copy trade? Only some of them sometimes. 50% off the rapid? I think so. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the rapid. Maybe it's another account. But there's 50% off an account. 2 accounts. There's 2 of them that are 50% off. Yeah. I would try. Go GATIE, you feel me? As long as they're gonna play out. I don't know. We'll have to see if we see those signatures. It's 50% off Pro, Rapid, 47 on Flex. Bad thing about it, I'm mostly fun. Yeah, that's another issue. Availability. Are you referring to NWOG CE? Just the low of it, even. Doesn't have to go. That's my best case scenario, though. I don't know if it's gonna go there. $8 right? Yeah, there you go. I was actually gonna get those instead of the Tradeify, but I think they had intraday trailing drawdown, so I wanted to get Tradeify instead. Get Lucid Flex, David. Lucid Flex, by far, in my opinion, the best account. It's not intraday. Yeah, maybe they keep the activation. They literally tried to take like Top Step and Lucid and make a better option than both. So like, Lucid pays out quick, but it may take like 1 to 2 days from work market to pay you. And if you do it over the weekend, they also delay sometimes. Like they'll get the money to work market, but from work market to bank, that can take a little bit of time. Can you copy trade an alpha trader? I actually don't know. Same. Oh, is that market up? Oh, no, I thought I missed it. You guys, these are our scenarios. This is the bias. This is the game plan. We have 2 things. We need to figure out what's more likely. Right now, I'm leaning towards scenario 2. Yep, Tradeovate cut ties with Alpha. It was the other way around. Well, basically what happened was, if you guys want to know the details, Tradeovate imposed like a ultimatum, and Alpha Futures just simply couldn't accept. I think Tradeovate wanted they wanted too much money. They wanted to like upcharge Alpha. Mahmoud, I would wait for it to move to Alpha Trader, just in case. Tradeify is all good, brother. I'm using them myself. I mean, to be honest, today's my first day with them, but I have a lot of friends who use them every single day. A lot of them Canadians. I would trust them. Yeah, I think so too, Jacob. In my opinion, they should have just lowered the payout cap. They should have just made it 2K. Or you know what they should have done, Jacob? 40% consistency on eval. That account was just too good. Yo, Alpha Premium, if you made money from Alpha Premium, you knew how easy it was. It genuinely it was by far, okay, not by far, but for that account type where you can request every 5 days, 500 days, it was the best. It was genuinely the best. Like it was only 50% consistency. Like, to compare, like Tradeify, you have to build a buffer, and you need to get 40% consistency on eval. which is not the worst. Like it's not bad. Like I'm gonna use Tradeify, and I'm gonna stick with them. Um, for now, Max, yes. Alpha Zero, Alpha Zeros are good. I was assured that anyone with Alpha Zero will still be paid. Um, in fact, that's what they did. What they did. That's why they did what they did. That's what I'm just a messenger. Nobody, don't flame me. I'm just a messenger. Can I connect Alpha Trader? No, I don't think so. TradingView is inside Alpha Trader itself. Fundanex is good too. What would you recommend? CFD or futures? I would highly recommend futures, brother. Highly recommend. I'm also biased because I made all my money from futures, but I did I did nibble in forex firms, and I think CFD is a lot better. Yeah, Alpha Zero is really a beginner friendly account. If like, yeah. Congrats, Bish. Nice, brother. 5 out of 5, man. Nice. Well done. That's clean. That's clean. Yeah, Alpha Zero is really like a beginner account, you know? Yeah, I agree, Jacob. I agree, man. Yep, we're on NQ today. Here's the game plan. You guys know the drill. Bearish or bullish? Right here. Middle of the screen. Couldn't make it more clear. We have two scenarios. I personally want to see 930 just pump, actually. Or maybe sweep out this low and then pump. Or consolidate, sweep out the RTH low, then pump. That would be my go-to scenario. Don't pump from open. I feel like every time we're here, we want pre-market highs. We ask for no pump on open, and we get pump on open. I can still connect Alpha Zero and Trade of Faith. You can. If I were you, I would just stay clear for now. Wait for them to move it to Alpha Trader and then trade, guys. Just to be 100% sure that that's gonna happen. And you don't know, maybe like the profits will glitch, or I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. So if you have Alpha Futures zero plan, I would wait. Just let them move it to Alpha Trader. Alpha Trader has been improved a lot. You can use the platform. You can get payout on it, according to them. Um, I know people who are getting their Alpha Zero payout. So if you have that payout pending, or you're hoping to get that payout, you can still get it. But I would just wait. I wouldn't trade on Tradeovate right now with Alpha. I wouldn't take the chance. I think it's too risky. So if you don't have anything else, and you can't afford anything else, paper trade. Paper trade and wait. How's this month going? Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. No complaints. It'll be even better if I can pass these Tradeify accounts. Because of work. That's okay, brother. You can still journal. You can still journal, and I'll always reply. If you at me, you say at Gaddy, can I have a review? Dude, here we are. Another week where ES is just way, like, ES is almost at NWOG. What are we doing, man? Yeah, I wouldn't trade. Yep, ES just pumped. ES hit NWOG. For those of you on TikTok stream, you can't see my second screen. If you do watch on TikTok, guys, I removed the ads on YouTube. So if you're a TikTok viewer, I'm speaking to you right now. If you are here because you like the way I showcase my model, my analysis, my risk management, my trade management, the trades I take, I would highly recommend you come to YouTube. There's no ads, and you can see the second screen. But it's up to you. Again, it doesn't really affect me. But I do have a lot of analysis on the second screen. That's important. So like right now, they're out of sync. YouTube delayed. Is YouTube more delayed than TikTok though? I have YouTube on the lowest delay possible. Can anyone confirm? It's delayed? Oh shit. But how long can it really be delayed? Like it's gotta be like 1 second, no? Like what? Hold on, let me check myself. I can verify myself. It's a 5 second. Literally no delay. It's like half a second. Yo, you guys are tripping, guys. My YouTube chat says no delay. Hold on, I can verify this. I have a 2 second delay, and I got real time. No, it's literally like a 1 second. Guys, I think it's a 1 second delay, guys. Like 1 or 2 seconds. You're on the same network? True. But also, they say the same stuff. But what's TikTok delay? I know TikTok has a delay too. There's no way it's like perfect. Let me check. Wait, actually, I can't check. I can't check TikTok delay. Whatever. Who cares? Guys, if we sweep this low and break higher with the CISD, I'll trade. Only copy traders worry about the delay? True. They gotta get that instant access. What do you mean no ads? Like, no, there should be no YouTube ads. Right? There should be. Are you guys getting ads? I didn't turn them on. No delay, I'm in the UK. That's what I'm saying. Is it me or is your face camera audio? I think someone else would have said something. They're ads? Well, I'm not getting paid for them. Was there an ad today though? Like last week there might have been. Or like 2 weeks. Yeah, no ads, bro. No ads. New man. CPI method allowed on Apex evals? Yes, you can do CPI method. We have first presentation for value gap, which if we got inversion of, I'd consider a long. Maybe wait for the full CISD. I don't know. We'll see. 5 minute CISD looks good. If it forms. Trump's tweet? No. I'm still affiliated because there's no like termination process. You won't see me promote them unless uh, big changes happen. Let's just leave it at that. I still know there's a lot of people who still have accounts with them. I know a lot of people in my community use their Alpha Feature Zero plan. I'm confident that they'll pay them out. I was reassured that they would pay out anyone who uses the advanced, the zero. So what was the question? Yeah, you're not alone, Cash. You're not alone, brother. Posting more on YouTube. I don't know what to post. I also get like I don't know YouTube. I feel like getting views on YouTube is so hard. Like it's been the same It's been like the same 50 to like 100 people that watch my YouTube videos for like 3 years now, I swear. So what account should I get for eval? I'd go Lucid, brother. So Awful's just changing platform. Uh, if you don't have a premium plan, then to you, yeah, that's all it is. Lost 5%, brother. 8:30. Would you ever trade pre-market? No, just it's not worth it. I was literally so close to like the time won't make a difference. Is daily payouts worth it? I'm trying to switch over. I don't use daily payouts, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think we'll see a London low here, perhaps. What happened? They were closed down because they weren't profitable. Yeah, I was legible. This is the 1 minute chart, guys. I'll always be watching price whenever you come in my stream. I'll switch through. I switch through all the time. Um, but this is the 1 minute chart, and I may consider if ES forms protraction here. I may consider this long. Oh, is there any way I can de-risk 56 points? I can two contracts, 52 points. Oh, we didn't get the protraction. No gap. No, can't trust it. We'll observe the market structure shift. Glad your card decline. I mean, yeah. I mean, they do say they're gonna refund anyone. So if you didn't have, like, that'll only help a couple people. I don't know if they have yet, but I was told that they will, and they'll refund people who bought accounts. I don't think that's enough, but it's better than nothing. At least they can go out and buy another account. I'm talking about contract size. This is micro NQ. It's the only one, so you're gonna have to build a buffer. Any other firm, guys, unfortunately, you are going to have to build a buffer. Yeah, I agree with the approved bets. If it was me and I was in Alpha shoes, obviously I don't know the financial situation, so take what I'm about to say with like a grain of salt, but I would have paid out the approved payouts. Like the people that were already waiting, I would have paid them out. I understand that they're looking out for their future and they don't want to affect people who have zero plans and the other plans. I'd recommend Lucid Flex. What's your name? Oas? Oase? Lucid Flex. They're affordable. They're pretty much the same as Alpha Premium. They pay out quickly, and I haven't heard any complaints. So, but yeah, I think they should have paid out. They should have paid out the approved payouts. If people were eligible and but okay, sure, frustrating, but business decision. You can't just pay out remaining balances because you don't know what would have happened, right? But people who were approved, you got to pay out the people who were approved. The $7,000 payout loading and only did profit because I trusted you saying Alpha was the best. They were the best. Simple as that, brother. They were the best. Gonna go long on 30-point stop. I think London low will be taken here. I'd be surprised if it didn't take London low. And then potential reversal from there. If we stay below London low, it's gonna be very hard to frame a trade. Do I trust Tradeify? I trusted them enough to buy 5 accounts last night, so I hope so. Yeah, I do trust them. I think Tradeify is sustainable, and I say that because they haven't been changing rules. Lucid Flex. Wait, Tradeify Flex? No, I use the Select plan. You can use Flex if that's the rules that you like most. They're both good. I like why not 20 Apex accounts? It's harder to get payouts on Apex. That's the only reason. So one day, but yeah. What about if Oasis? It says no buffer. Like every firm says no buffer rule, but you have to build a buffer because when you request a payout, you're gonna have such little room left. Alpha Futures was the only firm that didn't have that little rule where your drawdown trails. So I would very much recommend. Yeah, if it's hard to get payout, then it's legit. Yo, man, I'm gonna keep using Lucid until they're unlegit. Like, I just think they're so affordable. Yeah, I do. I do. I get payouts with every firm. No, they don't. This Alpha does not change. No, no, Alpha doesn't trail your drawdown. I was talking about Funded Next. How about Funded Next? Funded Next is a great option. Funded Next is a great option. I've gotten a payout with Funded Next. How many platform accounts you trade them? I'm using 3. I'm just limiting myself to 3. Lucid, Top Step, and recently I just added Tradeify. That's what I just recently added. That it used to be Alpha Premium. They don't have a no consistency account now, so Tradeify is what I got. I wouldn't long this inversion. It'd have to break above here for me personally, because ES hasn't taken a 930 low yet. Wait a minute. Wait, we might have a. Oh, actually, never mind. It's too out of sync. Oh wait. Yeah, just ignore Gur, bro. He's just mad. You have 3 funded now only. What do you mean 3 funded? I'm trading with 3 firms. 3 firms. How many accounts do I have? I have 3 Lucids, legible for payout. I have 2 Top Steps, 5 Tradeifys. So you can do the math. I don't know what the number is. No reason to be bullish. Yeah, there's right now. I agree. There's no reason to be bullish right now. There's an idea in place, but what's ES doing? I know they're out of sync. Probably gonna add some Lucid, starting up to 10 accounts, gonna have 5 Tradeifys. Yeah, I'm essentially the same, but the opposite. Just gonna. I just recently got 5 Tradeifys, so. So there's London lows. They're mad at each other. I think they're finally syncing up right now, so we'll see if ES just swept the RTH low. Wait a minute. Why does my ES not have a 930 can? Oh, okay, there it is. So ES swept out the RTH low. I would be interested in a potential long here. I have to make 1K on Tradeify because of 40% consistency rule. So I think the easiest way to make 1K. Yeah, Lucid makes dude. That's what I've been saying. Lucid makes me worried. Lucid is it makes me worried. But like I said, bro, at the end of the day, with any firm, listen, guys, you just kind of have to always be worried. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's prop firms, you know. I want like everyone to realize one thing here. At any point in time, any firm can literally disappear off the face of the earth and pay you nothing if they wanted to. At any given second, it can happen to anybody. That's just how it is. That's just the reality. You have to accept this risk before you get into the game. You know, it's unfortunate. That's why my advice is make as much money as you can and treat it like a bonus. They don't have to pay, brother. If you look at the terms and conditions and all the firms, trust me, they do not have to pay. They have their trust me, like they're not stupid enough to open up a lawsuit. No, Alpha's not shutting down. It's just a premium plan. Yeah, a lot of risk on this game. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, it kind of makes sense because how easy is it to make money with prop firms? It's kind of stupid. So it kind of makes sense that it's risky. You just got to make what you can, guys. You just have to ask yourself, what's the best firm right now? Trade that firm and make as much as you can. That's it. You can diversify to protect your underlying risk. That's it. You recommend the top step brokerage. I don't even know they had that, and I've never used it, so I can't talk about it. See how it's slow in here? Makes me skeptical about clicking the buy button. We are approaching macro. No, no, we're not in a trade. Guys, you guys always ask me if I'm in a trade. I've never hidden a trade from you guys. If I'm on a trade, you will see it. I will lose in front of you or win in front of you. If it gets regulated prices for an account, I wouldn't say A plus now because it's already been too sloppy. But if we get like a bullish fair value gap here, I could buy that. I wouldn't want to see a lower low here. Back to Top Step and Tradeify. Yeah, I think if you guys want my personal opinion, I think Lucid is number one. I don't know if they're sustainable, but I do know that you can make easy money from them as of right now. Top Step is always going to be a good option, although they had some backlash, but it seems like they're stable. And then Tradeify. I think Tradeify is pretty stable, you know. And then My Fund of Futures is good too. So is Apex. I guess it depends what you want. Like if you want more accounts or a really cheap eval, you go to Apex. Apex has the cheapest evals. If you want crypto payouts, I think Funded Next is the only one. Funded Next has some daily payout accounts too that are pretty good. Rug point should be illegal. There should be. It's not illegal. It's in the terms. Trust me. It's happened before. What do you think is the best thing to not be dependent on prop firms, invest in stocks? Yeah, I think not financial advice. Top one futures is okay. Top one is there's nothing wrong with top one. Um, I'll be completely honest. There's just not enough hype around the firm. They're actually pretty good. Straight up. Yeah, it sucks, Cash. Like you're not alone, bro. Trust me. Trust me. You are not alone, brother. And so we haven't seen any confirmation or any sign that we could potentially be running higher today. Just keeps going down, so we'll just keep watching. Another move below London low. Like if we stay below London low, guys, I won't be pushing the button. We'd have to break above, and that's the idea. So it's easy trading session for us. This is my chart background, D2D 6D9. The symbol green up close candle is 44B589. The wicks and the body is 5E, 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 and the borders are black. That will be saved in the YouTube video. Do you ever get to use what? 9K liquidity sweep and reversal? Yes. But there should be regulation. The prop firms have rules. I still think Alpha Zero accounts. Listen. Looking at the account, I still think Alpha Zero is the best account for beginners. I still think so because that one rule. I understand what it's like to be a beginner, and the zero plan. I can't confirm if they're gonna pay you. They said they would. They said they would. They said it remains unaffected. I can't confirm that information. So don't look to me. Don't be like, oh, Gatie said. But I'm just talking about the plan itself, the rules. I really like those rules, and no other firm has it. I really like the Alpha Zero rules. Alpha Zero really like helped me get things going, or like accelerate things for me. Can you explain it to me? Because I find it hard to understand it properly. Is there a good discount? I don't know. It might be 50. I don't even know. Yeah, right. Hyper. It was good. It was good while it lasted. What is the macro things on your chart? It's just a time. I'm marking out the time interval. It's not for me. It's for you guys. Just to know that my interest is peak during this time. No firm went down, but Alpha Futures had some very unfortunate announcements. Tradeify good? I hope so. I just bought 5 accounts with them, so. You in this short? No. Short to London low was not a part of my plan. Tradeify growth or select? I got the select accounts. You think you can make a living off day trading? Do I think? I do make a living off day trading. So yes. I guess it depends how much you want to make and how much money you have to start with. Took a long time to get things going. I've been doing this for nearly 3 years now. Can you explain the long button? Can you explain the long button, how to put 2 mini or micro contract in? In the top left corner, if you don't have this enabled, right click and click show buttons. Just change the contract number. I'm probably going to look to take 2 micros today. Oh, long term? Good question. I can't answer, honestly. I know there's people out there in the world who do it long term. I don't know. I can't speak. I've only been doing it 3 years. I don't know what will happen to me in 2 years, 3 years. I do know one thing that I'm pretty confident in, and that you can always invest your money. So, yeah. The only lower target I have is previous day low on ES. I don't know if we'll get there. ES seems to be bullish. Has it been tough for me? It's been more difficult than I'd like, but I've still been able to make money. So it's harder than I would like, but I've been able to manage well. What would I do if not trading? Cry. If trading was taken away from me now, I'd probably cry. If it never existed to begin with, probably some like fitness coaching or something. How long did it take to you to become profitable? Depends what your definition is. Are you talking about profitable with prop firms? Or are you talking about profitable meaning just being a really good trader who can make more on a live account than? Because, guys, I'm going to be honest. Profitable with prop firms is very different than being a profitable trader. It's like you really cannot compare those two. It's like being really good at basketball in a game and then being good at basketball in an actual game in real life. Like that's the difference in my opinion. That's genuinely that's the difference. Like if you're profitable with prop firms, that does not correlate at all to being profitable on a live account, in my opinion. It's like being good at NBA 2K, but you can't play real life basketball. That's my opinion. I think it's a completely different game. I think being profitable on prop firms is a lot easier, way easier, 1,000 times easier than being profitable on a live account. Cap? It's my opinion. What do you mean cap? How long did it take? So, how was more people in NBA based on 2K? That's what I'm saying, bro. Have you ever traded anything besides ICT? I used to day trade stocks using moving averages and consolidation breakouts. On the live account, looking to recoup the loss of value. Yeah. No, I didn't blow the account. There's still. Well, we were actually up on that account, so we're probably back to break even now. Maybe down like 2 or 3%. Guys, my live account, I can promise you guys one thing. My live account will never be blown ever. Yeah, I got a haircut. I needed it. Couldn't think properly. What got you to move to ICT? I watched 2022 mentorship episode 1 and 2, and that changed my life, honestly. Honestly, it changed my life. I need a bullish for value gap if I'm going to try anything. Filipino live, you will. When I take a trade, I'm on it right now. Why did I say my net can be blown? Because I risk 1% per trade max. I'd have to lose 100 trades, full risk, in a row. Do I vouch for core content? I think it's a very good fundamental breakdown. Why your live account will never be blown? Because I risk 1%, guys. How many tries? 100. I risk 1% per trade. How do you risk 1%? Guys, I'm not talking about funded account. I'm talking about live broker. I think you guys can. Do you guys think I mean my funded account? Hell no. Funded accounts get blown, man. That's what they're there for. I'm talking about my live, like my brokerage account here. Yeah, we may consider a long here. So how many tries do I have? Essentially 100, but probably even more than that. Yo, this is going way too fast. Not really too late. I'd probably say I need something here, man. Isn't the risk too little? Depends on your goal. I don't plan to make a living off of my live account right now. I'd probably need it to be like $100,000 before I would even consider that. So that if I made 1% on 100,000, that's $1,000. So if I won like a couple trades, that cover my monthly expenses. Um, but my live account is not $100,000. I'm just trying to improve. I'm just trying to build a record for myself on live before you know grow it slowly. And if I can, I need to see the retrace, guys. I can't buy it all the way up here. It's too high. It's too high up. Yeah, exactly. It's just about building it up. What to do with alpha futures? Will I buy a zero plan? That's up to you, dude. It's just really just gonna go up all the way. That's actually lame. What to do? You can buy an alpha zero. I'll just give you. I'll be the messenger. I was told that alpha zero remains unaffected at all. That's what I've been told. What you want to do with that information, given that you can't use Tradeovate and the premium has been discontinued and their announcement about payouts, that's up to you. I haven't taken any withdrawals. I've hit my withdrawal targets. So I had targets for the month where in the future, like 10%. When I make 10%, I'd want to withdraw, but not right now. So I kind of just aim for my withdrawal target, and I just have that mental note that I hit that 10% goal. Um, but yeah, I'm not gonna withdraw anything because, guys, the money in my live account, it's here to help me improve as a trader. I don't have any intention or any not intention. Obviously, I have the intention. I don't have any expectation of making money because I do not know how I will perform over the course of many years or many months on my live account. I don't know. I've never done it before. It's only been 6 months. I've been practicing for 6 months, and some of the months were off. Like I didn't even trade. So um, yeah, does that make sense? Okay, we may get a retest here. Probably can buy the 2 minute. Thinking something like this. A tough buy. Just so high up. I'll buy it there. Dude, am I lagging? I think I need to put Traderify on my phone. I feel like it's not smooth. All I ask is I don't get slipped on my stop. That's genuinely all I care about right now. Hmm. Okay, guys, we're buying the retest. Um, this is what I like to call a deferred reversal model. The risk is we're under risked right now. So pyramid should be easier, I hope. We'll see if this can expand towards pre-market highs. That's my low-hanging fruit objective. And if I can sign in on time. Dude, you know what I hate? The freaking long ass password that the prop firms give you to sign in on Tradeovate. Like, you know how long it takes to sign in to my phone? It takes forever. All right, guys. So we got an entry. I actually don't mind my entry. It's pretty good. Mm, we'll go to the 2 minute here, and we'll watch price on the 2 minute time frame. I bought the retest of the order block. Pretty good fill, and I want to see 930 high get taken. So the targets on this trade are 930 open, 930 high, and I'll be aiming for the pre-market highs because they're really smooth. Like they're really smooth, equal highs. You see those, that little nice double top. I like that. So we'll see what damage this can do. In the meantime, I will open up. This might take some time. I gotta sign into Tradeify. Let's say, guys, price breaks above here. I'll add one more contract and move. Oh shoot, I don't think I can. I have to do a little bit less. Like, nah, we'll figure it out. We pretty much have a last line of defense in this bullish fair value gap here. So hoping to see that. Hoping to see price respect that and deliver higher. I may consider to put the stop all the way at the low. 87 for 8 more points. Yeah. Guys, I'm just going to put my stop at 517. If I get stopped, I want it to be all the way at the bottom just to make sure we don't make a lower low. We'll just see how this goes. Tradeify login. Don't think I'd look for a re-entry. 15-minute bearish for value gap. Yeah, it's not looking good. We'll see if it reverses, but dude, I don't know my Tradeify login. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm in. Cool. I'm in QU. So far, primarily just in drawdown on this trade. Um, Again, the idea is if we're bullish, I don't think we need to make a lower low. I think we've done our damage lower. So we'll see if we can move higher. If we do make a lower low, that'll most likely invalidate my bias and probably just no more trade. We'll probably just trade an eval or something. No. I'll open up the live account journal here in the meantime while we wait. I do like the trade I took. I have no regrets. I like the risk I framed. Uh, I'll just call it the risk. Oh, the original risk was 86 or whatever we lose. Yeah, so now because of the loss that we had, we're down 2% on the live, so could even make that back today potentially, and then go back to break even. So what I would really want to see here is a nice closure above here. That would be a very good sign that we can potentially continue higher. I'd even say this opening price, and just maybe I can pyramid into this trade. ES never made a lower low, so entered this trade at 10:02. This is a deferred reversal model. Executed with one contract. High resistance protocol today. Pre-market plan. I'm gonna rate this trade. This is a good trade, guys. I'm honestly gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Just the fact that we swept London low. There's SMT, ES is bullish. Pre-market highs, equal highs. We're in the macro. It's very nice displacement. Very nice retest. Below the open. Yeah, we're inside the daily bullish for value gap. Like, this has got to be a 9 out of 10 trade, in my opinion. So, as for execution rating, haven't really done much yet, so it's hard for me to journal that. So, we'll just wait for now. Trade summary, London low reversal, pre-market highs, M1 OB retest entry. Okay, we got the closure. I want to see more follow through than that for me to pyramid this trade. So, okay, guys, we're moving the stop to 561 and pyramiding. That was the follow through. So, I don't believe price will breach 560. Just want to make sure. Did I over risk? No, our risk is good, guys. So we're still under 1% risk. We're risking only $200. And hopefully we can run higher, man. That'd be really good. That'd be really nice. I think the targeting makes perfect sense here. I think 930 high will be a good. So remember, there's 3 targets on this trade. Actually 4, but I'm not gonna even look for number 4 because it's low hanging fruit day. 930 open. That's target number 1. Target number 2, 930 high. Target number 3 is the pre-market highs. And that's what I'm aiming for right now. Hopefully we get there. We did just trade into a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Oh wait, that's our second time trading into it actually. So we'll see if that, what I'd really want to see here is speed above here. That's what's going to determine whether or not we hit TP. Quite literally. We need to get over the high here. And how we do so is relevant. Now, I'm already de-risked. So for me, it's very comfortable. I do a very good job holding trades that I de-risk in. So I have no problem just holding this one out, seeing what happens. We do see the OB retest there. Hopefully that we can bounce off that level and break above the high here. But the hard part is done. Hard part is done. Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay, so here we are, just waiting, see if we can get it. Like I said, the most important thing here is, can we get above this candle? We need to breach this high. We need to make a higher high in the market and use this candle to deliver our targets, right? Our targets being 930 open. That's the lowest hanging fruit. That's your second lowest hanging fruit. But you know, we really want to see that just kind of run right through. Regardless of the outcome of this trade, I'm really happy. We think we traded well. We got a good entry. We got a good pyramid. We got a good trail. We followed our game plan. We underlined our targets. We did everything that we were supposed to do today. This would also be a very nice 10 a.m. power of three, and I could actually. Yeah, that's like very low hanging fruit. Hopefully we can get. You know what? I never saw. Is Oregon higher? Oh my god, it is. I don't even have an Org 2.5. Shoot, I might need to fade that. Actually, that makes things. What about ES? Did ES hit Org 2.5? Oh, ES hit Org 50. Interesting. I thought we. I don't know why I assumed that the gap was lower. Yeah, I like that. We may actually partial at 930. We'll see. Execution rating. I gotta give myself at least an 8 for this trade. An execution rating. Break even. I wouldn't personally yet. I don't really believe in break even. I'll be honest. Like the only time I'll break even is when my stop is safe. I'd rather put my stop where it's supposed to be. The next place it will go is here, but not yet. It needs to break. We need to make a higher high. Then I'll move. If you're uncomfortable, if you're uncomfortable, sucks, man. I don't know. There's no reason to break even here, in my opinion. Surely not, right? This can't happen to me again. Oh, thank God. We got a good fill, guys. I'm not mad. I got a good fill. I'm not mad. We lost $224. I'm not mad, guys. Okay, the exit is 1017. Another Trump tweet, most likely. I lost what I was supposed to lose. Initial risk was minus 180. It's probably a Trump tweet, guys. Let's see what it was. Why can't they do this like during Asia? Why they gotta do it and why they gotta do it at prime time New York session? Prime time. The trade was looking phenomenal. The trade was looking phenomenal. This was the exact same kind of trade that we were in last time that this happened, where we got a nice pyramid, we got a nice trail, the targets were open. Boom. No targets for you. Worst part is we might still reverse. Not really tradable though. No, I got a good spread this time, guys. If I didn't, I actually might have crashed out. Honestly, the candle wasn't that bad either. Last time it was worse. It was worse last time. I'm trying to figure out what that was. Does anyone know? Why can't it happen to the upside? I don't know, man. It's never happened to me to the upside. You were break even. Yo, you got slipped. It's not bad. Trump is open. So why couldn't we pump up? Isn't that good news? Trump reinstating the Iranian blockade. How is that going to happen to us 2 times in a row? I can understand once, but 2 times in one row. To be fair, it goes as expected, guys. It goes as expected because we know Trump is out here. No, I have some accounts to trade. Some of you guys got slipped. Who here got slipped? Who here got slipped? You got slipped, user? Dude, the same thing happened last time. By the way, when we got slipped last time, it went straight to TP. Okay, not straight to TP, but it pretty much just kept going up all the way towards our targets. I may be open to even one more trade on the live account because, I mean, if it becomes a clear read. Slipped again. I didn't get slipped, guys. I didn't get slipped. I'm not mad. You lost 800. 9 a.m. open. That's down here. Yep, I'm happy I didn't get slipped. You buying that inversion? That wouldn't meet my criteria. It'd have to break. Re-entry possibly, but I wouldn't force anything yet because right now it's doing a lot of damage. It's doing a lot of damage in here. We need to wait. I warned you the bias was short, not long. Bro, you realize bias is subjective, right? The bias depends on where you think it's gonna go. Can I know your stop loss of this trade? We lost $222. That's what I was prepared to lose. So I'm happy. I'm quitting trading until the orange man is out of office. That might be a little bit extreme, but it definitely makes things trickier. Definitely makes it tricky, bro. It's because of Trump, not because of short bias. This guy. I mean, yeah, Trump could have said something good and it would have pumped. Like it's not about blaming Trump, but whatever he said would dictate the direction. No, I didn't get obliterated. I actually lost what I was supposed to. I mean, I lost, but I didn't get slipped. So I'm happy. I can't be mad. I already got slipped on Friday. Someone said I'm treating for Iran now. Bro, 10:15 to 10:30 is the Trump window. Yo, that's actually true. I think he wakes up at 9:30, but he doesn't get to office until 10. To happen twice is crazy? Yeah, man, to happen twice is crazy. You know what? Probably will happen 3 times. Trump said the US will put a blockade. Yeah. It is what it is, guys. Minus 200. What was that candle? Trump tweeted again. You got slipped? It's unfortunate, man. You never want to see anyone get slipped. No, I wouldn't sell. If you have an Alpha Zero, They'll move it to Alpha Trader. Third time's a charm. Third time it goes in our direction, guys. Trust. When can I trade peacefully? Not while Trump's in office. We need to add the Trump macro, guys. 10 to 10:30, Trump is alert. We need to add the Trump macro. We're going to start adding it every day. Another day, another Trump. Even if I wanted to get in here. Uh, the risk reward just sucks now. This is the trade I would want, but the risk reward sucks. Like, I don't want to take a 1.4 R right now. We need to only take A plus. We were in such a good trade. We were in a really good trade. Maybe if I get a fill from here, better. This should never happen. No, what's annoying is it's always you get liquidated and then it'll go towards targets. That's the frustrating part. That's the frustrating part. Mm. Gotta wait and be patient, guys. I don't want to chase anything here. Does Baron need an entry? It's unfortunate. Yeah, anyone long got liquidated. Now anyone short will get liquidated. I agree. I think this runs higher. I don't like limit orders. You'll never see me do a limit order, probably. Like 99 out of 100 trades will have no limit orders. From Kendall was close to TP. Was it ES low day? Or previously low? I said, can I even be mad if I take another trade and then Trump tweets again and I get destroyed? Not on CPI, Didar. Not on CPI. Someone said they lost their life savings over that tweet. You should never be risking with your life savings, in my opinion. You need this run up. I think it'll happen. I just don't know how clean it'll be. You don't trade. I used the Alpha Premium Woody, so nothing as of now. Which order blocks you respect? The ones that form with my bias, the ones that form with speed, and from the key levels that I look for them for. Come to the sturdy, man. This is like, that's two trades that really should have hit TP. We're about to hit targets. Another day. Another Trump. Like, at least if it kept going down, we wouldn't have hit TP. But, like, this was going to hit targets, man. I don't use reclaimed order blocks, no. It gets to a, yeah, man. It is what it is, guys. There's our first target. It was Trump tweet. It's frustrating, guys. Honestly, it was frustrating. We were in a really good trade. We had an average fill here. We were looking to make, potentially a 4% winner. Like, we would have made back almost all of our previous loss if it goes to pre-market highs. If I'm being honest, I would have probably partialed though because of the org desync. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just a Trump tweet, honestly. I gotta make a I gotta make a TikTok post about this. I had such a nice fill. My average fill was like here or something. I can screenshot this so I can make a TikTok complaint on TikTok again. Anyways, let's watch this. Obviously I can't take an entry all the way up here. There's just not enough range. I'd have to see a full probably 10-30 protraction before considering. There could be a deeper retrace. Yeah, man, they're just making it harder on us. They're making it harder on us, but we'll get it done, guys. It's fine. At least we're taking really good trades. Is this a sign to not set a stop loss? Oh, that might be even worse, man. That might be even worse. I would really not recommend that because you don't know. One tweet could really do some big damage if you don't have a stop loss. Would I ever buy the protraction from here? I don't think I could. It's just too risky. Stop at the 5-minute low. Too risky to buy it there. At least we didn't get slipped, guys. At least we didn't get slipped. Can't complain. You could arguably buy this fair value gap right now. I may even consider something like this. Kind of a stretch, though. We're no longer in a discount, even if you ran. I guess if this low is protected, but it's weak. I'm just studying this trade, guys. A bit unfortunate, but again, you just most important thing is you just don't let it affect your trading. Full port shorts. I was never really looking for lower. And 19 closure. Not bad. I'm using Lucid, Top Step, and Tradeify, guys. Lucid is down? Why is Lucid down? Wait, what do you mean Lucid is down? Like down like their outage or down like the alpha announcements? It isn't down there. Was it Q? Oh. 505. Yeah, it is what it is. Handshake? I don't know. Are they scamming? Very unethical. That's the least at least I can say. The issue is even if I bought this now, I don't know where I'd put my stop. I could maybe take the protraction now though, if it formed. I could maybe take this protraction. I'm not looking for shorts. I don't think it's impossible we go lower. It's just I'm not looking for a short. I guess this protraction wouldn't be the worst. It would look something like this. Good range. If we get like one or two candles expanding higher quickly right now, I can buy. I'll buy 3 cons. Yeah, it's 34 point stop. I'll look for it. We'll wait and see. You can lose capital. It depends. Did you get slipped? Some people didn't get slipped. Did Trump tweet? Yeah. Put it at 50. What's 50? We could always do a reversal retest. Then again, stop loss placement is a bit of concern. I understand 930 the best, yeah. I would need speed here to click the buy button. I'm not sure, Neeks. I wouldn't use it. If you have a 0, I mean, I would assume so, but it's too risky. I would just wait. I need a strong candle here, and I'll click the buy button. It needs to go up right now. You have a 0 as well. If you guys have an alpha 0, I'd recommend you just wait for alpha trader and try to get your payout and hope they pay out. Might as well. What's going to happen to approved? It's most likely not going to get paid, brother. Very unfortunate. Very, 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 very unfortunate. Did that Drake candle stop you out? Yes. If you have a pending payout with Alpha Zero, you will. I was assured directly from them that they will get paid. Alpha Zero is valid if you can trust. Hold on, guys. We might take our second entry here. It's got to be a strong closure. This is not a time you'd want to front run because, well, pretty obvious why. It's too risky. Yeah, just try to make what you can and then do what's best for you. So it's only alpha premium. It's only alpha premium being affected. That's what they said. I'm just a messenger. I can't guarantee anything. You have a standard account? Bro, you still have a standard account? Holy shit. I actually do not know what's going to happen to you, bro. Bro, you might be an antique. I actually do not know what's going to happen to you. That's crazy. Wow. Bro. Yeah, you're from the dinosaur era. Dude, I mean, they should pay you out, I think, because it's not a premium. But it also replaced premium, so I can't guarantee you. I mean, I can't guarantee you anything. Yeah, Alpha was good to me too. Made a lot of money from them. Can't complain. It's part of the game. You're worried about contract size? What are you worried about, brother? You just gotta calculate risk. You just have to know how many contracts to do. It's crazy how fast something can fall off. Yeah, man. It really is. And you know what? It's probably not going to be the first time either. If I request today on Alpha Premium, don't even bother, bro. I am waiting for protraction long right now. That's exactly what I'm waiting for. Trading my 0 right now is useless. If you want to take the chance that they'll migrate the profits from today to Alpha Trader, then sure. Do it. But I think it's a risky chance. Yeah, Trump shouldn't be allowed to treat. I mean, bro, they shouldn't be tweeting at all. Like, did this shit happen with Biden, bro? Because okay, I get it. If he needs to make an announcement, he needs to make an announcement. Like, if he needs to make an announcement, but like, damn, it sucks. 2 days in a row that two trades that hit partial. The other trade hit full TP. Can you repeat what you said? Wait, I don't know how premium. Sorry, I don't think I answered your question. What was your question, brother? Yeah, it should be like scheduled speeches every time, man. Like, at least some sort of precaution so you know. The only precaution we have is my Trump macro, 10 to 10:30. That's all we have to work with. It tends to be from 10 to 10:30. And you know what? It also tends to be right when my model is looking perfect too. Like, Great reversal, great protraction, great trail. Just short. As soon as you short, bro, it's gonna start saying some other shit. Iran said deal's good. We can proceed back up. What you recommend as next content to learn from? If you finish 2022, I'd recommend you start practicing your trading and start figuring out what kind of concepts and what kind of trades you're looking to capture. I hope so too, Dakota. I hope so too. It's truly unfortunate. I don't know if I like the PA under Biden or Trump. Yo, I mean, I don't mind the PA with Trump. It's these candles that are so 50-50. Today was brutal. It wasn't as brutal as yet on Friday, bro. Friday was, oh, Friday hurt the heart, bro. Direct shot to the heart on Friday from me. It was painful. I had to immediately hop off, and it was a painful one. Does it work futures because I don't have premium trading view? Yes, it'll work. It'll work because when you choose a prop firm, you can connect to TradingView, or you can choose one of their platforms. Like you can use Lucid and use TradeC, which just gives you TradingView Premium for free. Appreciate you, Khalid. I hope it gets paid. Yeah, I hope so too, brother. Like, I hope so too. Long broski bias is bullish because of Trump's tweet. I mean, I'm looking for a long. I don't see anything that meets my criteria as of right now. I'd potentially be looking for a bottom to form here. What's good, Cares? I don't. I think I need to watch the mentorship again to strengthen the basics of lately. I've been getting brutalized. Don't blame it on technicals, brother. Trust me, do not blame it on technicals. Don't make the mistake I made for literally like 2 years. Shorts to the Trump low bad. It's hard for me to say. I don't know. 50-50. You can use multiple charts on TradeC. I think so. Yeah, Lucid Flex, TradeC. I don't use TradeC, but I've seen people use. You entered long the IPG retest. Sure, nice. Okay, guys, if we get speed here, I'll try. Just wanna wake up. 2020, 2020 vision. I wanna know something is not. I wanna know ways when I cross my mind. I'm looking for a buy signal, guys, here. Just don't want to break any rules. Want to make sure we get a setup. It does kind of look like it could still go lower. It's kind of a little bit unclear. It's a mistake I made countless times in my train journey, losing and thinking I need more information and knowledge, but all that does is conflicting signals. Yes, it's very take his advice. What Karma's saying is very true. You do not need more information. You need to use the information you have better. That's what you need to do. Okay. I just need to see some follow through, man. Just a bullish for value gap of some sort. I think the worst case scenario is we take a trade like. That's a pretty bad scenario. Can't lie. I think the worst case is we take a trade like this, and I would be okay with that, honestly. Unless there's a better. Yeah, that'd be the worst case scenario. It's not a revenge trade, brother. We're completely locked in here. The bias has not changed. The targets have not changed. My targets are still open. My plan is still in play. If I lost, I'd be very comfortable as long as I take a good trade. This is a D plus model. Okay, don't take it then. I've been waiting more patient and waiting on clean setups. That's good, brother. 10 a.m. would have been a nice long. Oh, you mean like here? I guess over here somewhere? I don't know. I don't really use that strategy. Wish there was a cleaner. Ooh, ES looks pretty good here. I could maybe get on this candle. Model forming on ES. If this candle closes strongly. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. We wait for the retest now. Right. I'm not gonna say what the hell just happened when it said that. I thought we were just gonna pump. Hey guys, I'm taking the OB. This will be my last trade of the day. Um, just following the game plan that we had initially. I'll have to aim for the pre-market highs here, which is my third target on the day. So we'll see if we can, I don't know, get a pyramid in somehow. I think the 5-minute OB here is a great stop. So 623. Obviously, we need to form the 5-minute OB. And I don't know, pyramiding might be hard. We'd probably need to see something like this for me to pyramid. I don't know if we'll get it. We'll just we'll just see how it is. 1050 macro protraction model though. I love this setup. This is a trade I'll always take, honestly. So I'll never skip out on a 1050 macro. I'll never skip out on a 1050 macro setup. What are we rating this trade on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd probably give it like an 8. I like the discount retest. I like the strength. I like the targets. It's a little bit sloppy. Give it an 8. I think the 2-minute chart's pretty good here. See if we can respect this gap. We just wait here now, guys. We may actually be. It's not the cleanest, but if we got a strong inversion, I could maybe pyramid one. Be a very kind world if the market wanted to do that for me. We'll see what happens here. I'm gonna put my stop at 613. We're not over risking. Wait a minute. I'm really under risked actually. It's only risking half percent. I did the math wrong. Meaning after this trade. Yeah, I wanted to cover the full OB. So if I get stopped, I want to make sure that it's gonna go all the way down. And I don't get stopped prematurely. Risking $150 on this trade. So not 250. How we move here is going to be very important if we can respect this fair value gap or not. I don't know. We'll see. So for me to pyramid, I would have to see an inversion here. So essentially just some strong displacement. I think the 2-minute is probably the cleanest chart. So if we're bullish, I would want to see this inverse and immediately break above the high. If it was bearish, well, I would probably be stopped out within 2 minutes because we're inside the city and we already failed to make a higher high here. So we'll see what happens. Again, the most important thing is our risk is managed. We followed our plan. This was the trade I was looking to take. I was looking for higher prices in the morning. That hasn't changed. My bias has not changed. My bias will only change if we are below London low. That's the only time my bias will change. So for now, we're just simply following our plan. We can decide later. And there's a volume imbalance in here, so I'd include that. We can decide later after the market is done. Okay, guys, trail to 627. Sorry, I'm trailing to 627. You do whatever you want. It should be a 5-minute low, right? Yeah. And yeah, I mean, as long as we're following, we can decide. We can decide after, whether we took a good trade. You want to do that objectively, So most important thing is we're just following our plan and such, risking well. I could maybe. I don't know. It's a little bit too choppy to pyramid, in my opinion. Like, if I was gonna pyramid, I think I'd want to see, like, boom, and I'll buy it there. But I don't think I want to pyramid in here because I'm looking at the 5-minute chart and it just looks awful. I think the 1 minute does look a little bit cleaner, but I don't know. I'd rather wait and see. So Gatie just listen to this guy. He knows what he's doing. I wouldn't never listen to anybody else. No offense. Just want to trade how I like to trade. Not here to prove anything or anything like that. Trump did us dirty with that tweet. Yeah, it was unfortunate. Back-to-back days. At least I didn't get split. Listen. I will never be mad if I just lose a trade on what I was expecting to lose. Like, it's unfortunate, yes, and we ended up hitting TP1, but I lost what I was accepting to lose. On Friday, I was mad because I lost way more than I was mentally prepared to, you know? But here I didn't get slipped. I just didn't hit TP. Whatever. I can accept not hitting TP when whatever. It's what it is. Yeah, he cooked me twice too, man. He cooked me twice too. It sucks. It really sucks. Don't see how I can pyramid here and make sense of it. I really like the 2-minute inversion. But I can't pyramid here. I really can't. Yeah, we're on live today. Okay. I can pyramid the next retest. Put my stop to 640 and see if we can get a pyramid here. I can likely buy like this fair value gap, for example. We took out the AM high there, but I still think we can go higher. I do want to look for a pyramid opportunity. I have to frame good risk though. This would be the trade that just goes straight to TP. The trade that I half risk. Right? The trade that I half risk. It would be this one. Can't be mad though. Still have to follow risk management. That's the most important thing. We hit target 2, guys, so some people will like to break even here. I'm just trying to frame a good stop loss, and I really can't see anything that I like. I can't really frame good risk here. So I don't know how I'm going to pyramid. 2. I don't know how I'm going to pyramid this. Unless we look for a pyramid here and we leave this stuff open. Like, if that's a breakaway, I suppose 653. I can justify a stop at 653. That's about the most I can justify. I could justify maybe a stop at 669. Can I buy this? I could buy this 3-minute gap. Yeah, I would pyramid this. And if we get another gap, I can maybe trail higher and pyramid the higher gap. So I'm considering a trail here. Mm, we also have to frame the range. Be a good entry. I'm really considering a pyramid in here with a stop at 668. I'm just covering the 3-minute gap. I don't cover the 2-minute though. It has to be 653. I'm trying to frame like a tight stop here, guys. I want to get one more contract into this position. It's hard to do so. I'd have to buy the yellow fair value gap. So who was saying shorts? It doesn't matter. Some people bearish, some people bullish. Not everyone will be right every day. It's important you just follow your rules and you trade your model. That's what matters, guys. Not about being right or wrong. I want to get in. I just don't want to over risk. Wait a minute. I'm actually a fool. I could easily buy this fair value gap. Because my entries are not going to be at the top. It's going to be like here. Just watching ES because it's printing a down close. I think the 3-minute gap is good. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is good. Okay, we're not over risked. I don't know why that was sus- suspicious for me. I couldn't do that properly in my head. Okay, I got the two contracts in, guys. Now we just wait. We don't have to do anything. Don't make any rash decisions. Just let the market do its thing. It's likely a set and forget, guys. So, um, again, I expect or I'm looking for this sort of gap here to hold, deliver the pre-market highs. That's my target. Um, I guess we can stay. I was considering just calling it, but whatever, we'll stay. And see how it delivers. Okay, I'll stay. Never mind. I was gonna consider just setting and forgetting and leaving you guys, but initial risk was 150. Execution rating, I would say I did so far like an 8 out of 10. Good pyramid, good trail, good targeting. Yeah, I'll stay here. Good, Danny. 5 zeros. I'd wait for everyone to get migrated, let them get their payouts, and then see. This is my second trade. Trump took me out of my first long, unfortunately, but it's okay. Not worried about the SMT. No. I mean, worried? Sure. It's not nice to have an SMT against you, but it wouldn't change anything for me. So it's okay to be worried. It's okay to have that. Um, I like my target. It's something I always aim for in my trades, so it's okay. SMTs aren't real. Okay, I disagree, but in this case, yeah, it doesn't affect me in this case. One L Trump and one win overall. Good trade. Nice. Trump cooked you twice. He got me twice too. Yeah. Nice long. Yeah, this is a pretty good trade we've managed to pair it. Someone is spam calling me. Didar, what I would do is wait for people to get their accounts moved to Alpha Trader, and then I would just wait for that. Someone on the smart money side just trying to help. Appreciate it, bro. Don't help me pass my eval just $250 away from profit target now. Don't do anything silly. There's a 5 minute gap. We'll see if that can deliver higher prices. We did take out the AM session high, so like that was our second target of the day. So I can't be mad if this fails, but I still really like the pre-market highs as a target. So we will hold and see how this goes. Why should we wait? Well, don't trade them on Tradeovate because I don't know if they're gonna move the profits or not because they no longer have Tradeovate. I don't know if they have access. I don't know how that stuff works. Um, will it affect the new? I don't know. I really don't know. Yep, on a day, not on the live account. Should I try to predict CPI to pass evaluation? If you're okay with the 50-50 risk, then sure. This is Nasdaq futures. What if Trump tweets again? Yeah. When would you say changing strategies would be efficient, if at all? My answer to you, if you want to change strategies, it needs to be because there's like an underlying issue. I only started pyramiding like last year. Um, I would just ask for your. I think it's very case by case. I don't think I probably can't give you like one answer. One case by case. So what are you thinking? What's the reason you might want to change strategies? What if he tweets in your favor? If he could slip me all the way up to 30K, that'd be nice. Yeah, I like this trade. It's a good trade. We'll see if we can respect these discount PD arrays. Right, we wanted our stop loss to cover, if you guys remember, the 3-minute gap here, which it does. So we'll just leave it at that. What's the reason for entry? I believe this is a buy program, and we want to take out these equal highs. So we swept London low, we reswept, broke higher, retraced, I bought that, retraced, I bought that, and I'm anticipating another price run like this. Hopefully it's not ugly and does something like this. That could happen, it's very ugly. I would expect this to hold, deliver higher. Yeah, that's it. We did reach one of my targets, so I can't be mad if this was going to fall short, but I'm hoping this one. I don't necessarily trade the buy models. I don't frame it as a buy model. I know it's a buy model. Getting cooked for 1 month. That's not a good reason. You have to go figure out why you're losing. That's the important reason. I could actually pyramid one more time. Actually, no, I could not. Take that back. Uh, it'd be really kind of aggressive if I did that. If you got like a really nice 3-minute order block here, I would consider because my ah, it might be too tough. We'll see. You want to know what's funny? When I first started trading, backtesting was better for me. But now backtesting is not better for me. I think because I developed a level of understanding in watching the candles live, print second by second, and it's really just made my trading a lot more precise. The next stop move will be here, but we need to break higher first. Talk about SMT, not real. Yeah, I mean, I disagree, but you'll notice, like, most of the time when there's an SMT at an extreme level, the other asset will either expand higher quickly to resync, or you'll see a deeper retracement. TradeZella is really good. And yo, guys, TradeZella is releasing something this week. Yo, game changer. Absolute game changer. Absolute game changer. Yeah, we have been making decent money in Asia too. Can you spill it? I can't, but it's really good for people who backtest. I'll just leave it at that. $30 is a little heavy, but it's better than other programs. Yeah, I guess depends where you live, but yeah. It's like, listen, if you don't have confidence in your strategy, it's better than buying an account, right? TradeZella is what, 1/3 the price of a prop firm account, and if you don't have good trading, why TradeZella? It just has a lot of better features. Hold this trade all the way through lunch. Trump sleeps during Asia, so I might trade there. It's not a bad shout, to be honest. Not a bad idea. Just trading while Trump's sleeping. Yeah, like Trump's not gonna tweet during London session. That's for sure. He's definitely asleep during London. Maybe that's why London's been printing. This guy's asleep. Nobody wants to trade while this guy is like yo. Let's be honest. If you were trading like billions of dollars, no way you'd be trading when this guy's like up and active. No, there's no way. If I had $1 billion, I would not put a single dollar of risk until this war was over. I wouldn't. There's no way. Depends what you're looking at, Apple user. Depends. I think the characteristic of the session just changes. Looks like we may inverse here. Our stop loss covers the 2 minute gap, but that's it. So do I trade Asia? Yeah, I trade Asia sometimes. He spoke during learning session once and he whooped you. Yeah, I use Event Horizon. I've been using it recently. Move stop. No, it's exactly where. I mean, technically it should be here, but I think if it fails, it's just gonna keep chopping. So I like my stop loss. F this PA. No, I mean I can't be mad because we took out 930 high. I just didn't partial there because it's not enough range. So if it fails, I'm okay with it. Did we stop trading until Trump? No, it's that's too extreme. Um, just have to accept the risk. You know, how do you go about touching both? How do you go about trading such low probability conditions? SMT on both ends. Same. Make a plan. Define my risk. Accept the risk. Trade the plan. Journal and look to improve. That's it. Same thing every time. Yeah, this is high resistance. Yeah. We make a higher high. This will be the next trail. Standard deviations and quarterly theory. I think any strategy can work. I think it can go. It's just late. I believe it'll go up here. I just don't know if I'll get stopped out before. That's all. If we get a bullish revive gap, I'll also trail. I didn't think so. A little too good to be true. Really want to see us stay above this line that I just drew if we're bullish. I don't think we will. Doesn't look like the cleanest structure. This candle would have to go up immediately. May consider trailing to 661. I suppose it could sweep still and respect. It's a tight margin though. I'll leave my stop. Okay, now we trail. You'd really want to see a higher high now. Oh man, too slow for my liking. Target's so far away compared to the size of these candles. Asia low on ES. I think if we break below here, then yeah. Maybe break below 10 a.m. low. I don't know. Probably not though. Statistically, it's unlikely at this point. Given that our high of session is 1101, it means we're unlikely to take out this low. So statistically, we're on side here with just probabilities. Think about sitting out on Mondays. I would need a good reason to. I tend to make money on Mondays too. There's no edge for me to not trade Mondays. So 2 trades today. Yeah, it's not low resistance, it's high resistance. Like, I get what you're saying, but I think the term is high, not low. Yeah, I don't mind on those Mondays. It's just demo. No, this is my live account. Am I even allowed to say that? I don't know. I wasn't in the mood to sit through a trade during lunch today. I think the treat was planned. Yeah, I agree. You just can't convince me that 2 days in a row, Trump tweets, sweeps out the low of AM session, and then reverses to the target. That's you cannot convince me that's not planned. There's just no way. There's no way. If it was just a tweet, like, why does it sweep the perfect AM session low and then run to the AM session high right after the tweet? Bro, they swiped this. They wiped this slate clean. That's what they did. They wiped the slate clean. They ran anyone who was in longs, and then they ran anyone who was in shorts. They just nobody can convince me that that happened 2 days in a row and it was not planned. Nobody can convince me that's not planned. I don't know how it was planned. I don't know if it was an algorithm that was like, yo, wipe it clean, in, down, up. I don't know what they did, but it's planned. There's nobody can convince me otherwise. 7-5. If you're in long, you really want to see, a bullish fair value gap form here. Otherwise, this is gonna chop. There's no they. I don't know. They, him, she, her, they, them, bro. I don't know. Whoever it is, it's rigged. It's rigged. Yeah, I got stopped from Trump. This separation right here, guys, is very important. It's a really important signature in price that we can put in a buy side imbalance right now. You'd really want to see this form. I really want to see it form. Otherwise, it's gonna be so sloppy. Yo, man, this. Okay, looks like this may come for us now. Pretty strong candle. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever. Top covered the breaker here, so we just let it do its thing. Now it's just hopes and dreams. Yeah, now it's hopes and dreams. I agree. But we manage risk very well, guys. That's what matters in the long run, right? We've met our original stop loss was here. We reduced it by 20, 40, 80 bucks. We saved ourselves 80 bucks. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good meal. Pretty good meal. Yeah, this is live. Open beyond. I wanna be open. Did you go break even, FB? Your TP was London low. ES? I would just journal it as break even. Just say it was close to TP. Trump volatility almost got us there. Fell short. That's it. Don't overthink it. You did. You just fell short of TP. You were in on ES, right? I don't know. You know what you should journal it as? Just be like, I did not know what to do. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't ready for it. You know, I also don't know what I would have done. I'll be honest. Like that's a decision you have to make on the fly, and it's not easy. Not easy to make a decision like that. I'm considering trailing to 684 because if this doesn't inverse, I mean we're probably done. It's also a 5-minute low. Closes in 2 minutes. Tight trail. ES has a low. It might sweep. I'd probably get swept out anyways, though. I'll just leave it. You enter live and funded differently. Hold on. How do you copy between live and funded when it comes to contracts? I don't copy trade those accounts. I do manual. I can't put my live account in a trade copier. I also never would. Um, I enter IAPR separately. Most of the time, I'll take the same trades, but just depends what I'm trying to do. Depends. If I just need a winning day, for example, I won't trade the same. All right, guys, I'm just gonna put this to 684. If I wanted to, I could pyramid right now, but I really don't see the point. Actually, no, I will pyramid. If we get a strong close here, I will pyramid. I don't think we'll get it, but if we do, Well, the risk is so minuscule at this point. We're only risking $100, so let's just see what happens. Why is the market so I don't know. Maybe because it's 11:30 now. No real answer. Sorry, did I miss your question? Is this paper? This is my live account. Because uh yeah, that's all it is, FB. Like you didn't have a plan in place for that, you know? You don't know what to do. You can make one right now, you know? It's up to you. If volatility randomly surges towards, you don't have to write this down and just keep it in the back of your mind. If it's like if it's randomly surging in your direction, then it's up to you. Break even and hold, close manually. If it wicks close, like you just got to figure out what you want to do in the next term. Are you targeting previous highs? I'm targeting 29,800, the pre-market highs. Break even and hold, yeah. That can be your protocol for you. You know, whatever works for you. No, this is not paper. This is my live account. Why is market so I mean, it's no news Monday. CPI's tomorrow. You can't expect the best price action. Yeah. Was I anxious? Mainly when I was risking more than I was comfortable with. Once I started realizing what risk I'm comfortable with, that's when I traded better. There you go, guys. We're out. Okay. Lost $112 on that trade. So the initial risk of the trade was 150. We only lost $112. That's a very, very good loss for me. Let's get the executions up here. Let's journal the trade and let's get the hell out of this morning session. So we hit 2 of our 3 targets today. We couldn't hit the final target. I still think we'll hit it, but I think it'll be a little bit too difficult getting there. This was my final target for the day. This is what I wanted. Like I said, I personally believe it'll get there. I just don't know when it will. So, not a big deal. I will journal my executions and the stuff I used for. I used this for entry, and I used, let's just call it this for entry. Nope, those are the 2 levels I used for entry. Looks like we might have been wicked out, but again, it's not a big deal. It was a tricky session. Maybe I could have managed it better, but it is what it is. Execution rating, I'll give myself a 7. It's possible. Man, was that a premature move? We swept a 5-minute low. I don't think this low is much more important than that one. I mean, this one is intermediate. That one is not. Yeah, we might have made a mistake, guys, honestly. I think this could pump now, but anyways, it is what it is. It's over. Exit time, 11:30. I'm very happy with the trades we took today. I'll hit trail this out. Re-entry 1050 macro retraction. Cool. Save trade. So I'm just journaling, guys. Yeah, I like the 2 trades I took, and for study purposes, I do think we'll eventually get here. That was my target. I don't know how clean it'll be, but that's it. Can we see how you journal? Sure, I'll show you guys my journal. So I'll just show you guys the last trade I journaled. So I built my own website. This is how I journal. Okay. I don't skip legs. Date, the result, the entry time, the exit time, the session, the instrument, the model I use to trade, the protocol, higher low resistance, how many contracts I got in at maximum, my net P&L and my initial risk, my you know what I should say is also potential profit, because that's really important to journal. I need to add that in there. I make sure I journal my pre-market plan, trade checklist, trade rating. I give that trade an 8 out of 10. My execution rating, I think it was pretty solid. I managed risk very well. Then the trade summary, the aftermath of the trade, and then session notes, and ending session here, but still believe in draw. Just won't be able to capture the trade, unfortunately. So just too tricky to capture the move that I'm looking for. And that's it. That's how I journal. What platform is that? It's a website I built myself. It's not for the public. Anyways, I wish you guys a wonderful trading day and week if you're planning to trade again today. I hope you guys get paid. I'll remind you guys the firms that I'm using. I'm using Lucid, Tradeify, and TopStep. I think those three firms are very reliable. They have the same kind of account type. They have pretty good discounts right now. I think Lucid is 30%, Tradeify is 40%. So I think they're great options. And I wish you guys a wonderful trading week. I will see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. Take care, stay safe. Till next time. Peace.